So dudes, welcome back to the Gregor Gaming Experience. Why do I look like I'm recording a take for a 2008 Call of Duty Machinima commentary video? My PC is having issues. I can't fix them at home. I'm taking it to a shop. It's gonna take a couple days. This is what you get for now. Cool? Cool. It is now time for Gregor ASMR on a crappy webcam. Specifically, Keeps ASMR on a crappy webcam. This video is sponsored by Keeps. Keeps is a subscription service that helps men deal with male pattern baldness. It's something that happens to a lot of guys. In fact, 2 out of 3 men will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they reach age 35. You're not the only one, and Keeps has you covered with 24/7 round-the-clock service to get you in touch with Keeps staff members, including physicians and prescribers that can help you deal with your issue. If you have hair, you might as well take care of it. So Keeps also offers hair products that can help you take care of the hair that you already have on your head. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your next order, go to keeps.com/Gregor, or just click the link in the description. That's keeps.com/Gregor. And thanks again to Keeps for sponsoring this video. Obviously, we're taking that designer notes for the upcoming patch. Right out of the gate, Finka LMG. Oh boy. Surprise. Wow. Nobody saw that one coming. Really, really good gun. Frag grenades. Gone 6. Super useful healing ability. Global healing ability. Can revive down but not out teammates. Can revive herself from down but not out. Yeah. Like, no surprises there, right? Super, super good operator right now. But how do you deal with the LMG thing? Well, Ubisoft is taking 3 extra months to deal with it. So we're going to go through an LMG pregnancy. Okay, we're going to go through 9 months. We've already been through 6 months of it. So yeah, it's very controversial, that statement. Ubisoft saying we're going to take time to figure this out. I personally think they should just take away Finka's LMG right now and just give her the spear. I think that'd be a solid nerf to her. The issue with that, of course, is that we've nerfed too many things, and then people will get mad, even if it's a good idea. So, oops. PR oopsie. Nerf too much stuff. And, now we can't do the nerfs that we should do because we nerfed all this other stuff. We probably didn't really need to nerf. Did the game, suffer as a result of a lot of these nerfs, like the Roni nerf, like the constant 416 nerfs. It made it a little more annoying to play some of these characters, but it didn't ruin the balancing. And now we got Finka, so I don't know. Kind of surprised that Sledge isn't picked more than Yana, but I guess it makes sense considering that Yana is kind of an extension of what Finka is capable of with the Gone 6 and the frag grenades. No LMG there to speak of. Ace is in the lead as far as I can. Yeah, Ace is in the lead there for hard breachers, which isn't really surprising to me. Habana, Thermite, yeah, that looks about right. Maverick kind of in the middle there. So you're going Finka entry here, Sledge, Twitch entries, Yana entry, Zoph, Jackal entries here. And then your very common support picks kind of sitting around the middle here, and then Nomad on the flex. Lots of variety here at the lower end of the distribution. Nuck is slightly more picked than I remember her being, at least in terms of competitive, because of attacker repick. But you might be interested to see that Osa is kind of ahead of this big pack here of niche situational picks. And I think it's going to get higher after people realize what she's capable of from the major just very recently. Oh, look at Jaeger. Still picked all the time. Overpicked. Too weak. Smoke is weak. Azami is weak. Castle is weak. Goyo's weak. Tachanka's... All these operators suck. That's the takeaway, right? No. I don't know if I really agree with these characterizations of, too strong, too weak. Just not as effective all the time. Jaeger is... The problem with Jaeger is that you lose so much by not bringing him. You just throw so many things to chance. It's just not worth it. It's never been worth it. Yeah, Jaeger's not over here anymore. Good job. But he's still the most picked defender in the game. Not because we want to play him, but because I have to. I have to use the Dogmeat 416 because nobody else wants to, and nobody else wants to put ADSs down. It's so much fun. Can we please add a secondary ADS gadget or something to lift the burden off of this poor man. He's already suffered enough. There's nothing more we can do aside from nerfing the gadget. Okay, and then the frag grenades that people are complaining about now are going to be out of control again. So that's an idea. Let me know what you think of that. It's just like, bruh. What else are we supposed to do? Mute and Smoke, very strong competitive operators. Cade, Malusi, not surprised by any of this here. This is kind of your core on defense. You're going to usually see a combo of Jaeger, Mute, Smoke. That much hasn't really changed since year one, really. Thunderbird's up there too. We are looking at rank statistics, of course, but she's a very fun to play, easy to get into operator that rewards just, you know, put down a thing. And then I have good guns, run around, throw a C4, boom, boom. Yeah, so there's a lot of stats here that aren't particularly surprising. I am a little bit surprised by Azumi being as low as she is right now. The thing is, I don't think a lot of people know how to play her. I think she has a very high skill floor. That's something that's not really being taken into consideration here, too, right? Like, we have a lot of operators that are just difficult to play. And Azumi falls into that category. Castle falls into that category. So does Goyo, to be 100%. At least in terms of how to get the most out of his 4 giant 20-second fire and brimstone volcano eruptions. But, you know, Thorn and Vigil seem to be next to each other here. I think in large part because Thorn is actually kind of slept on right now. Pretty fun gun to use. And her gadget, as much of the crap that I gave it in the operator how-to, which hasn't really aged well, and I might make a video talking about the adjustment of my opinion on her later. Thorn's in a pretty decent spot right now, and she kind of has some interesting sleeper picks here and there. So yeah, pretty normal distribution of siege operators right now. Okay, here we go. Bans. Thatcher, 89%. Ubi, you gotta do something with Callie. You gotta give Callie like a DMR, something that doesn't make her so freaking difficult to use that we might as well just take Thatcher out of the game. Like in ranked, maybe in competitive play, there's arguments for not banning him, but in ranked, Thatcher's just the default ban, man. There's no point in even not doing it at this point. I mean, literally the game, the game is devoid of him, okay? He's just not part of the equation. The game is so much more involved in terms of how you try to get the wall open, right? Thatcher makes it so much easier. It's you know, it's the same reason that Jaeger is picked so much. Why do you not ban Jaeger? Because why would you? Do you want to play without him? Same thing with Thatcher. If you go on defense, do you want to play against a Thatcher? No. Okay, so we ban him. Like, it's kind of a screwy situation here. I don't think it's particularly fair to Thatcher as a person. Does it affect? Is the meta bad as a result of it? I mean, I don't think so. I think the meta's in a decent spot. I think it's fairly well balanced, except for the Finka stuff. But like, it's just really disappointing from a player experience point of view. I think Kylie needs an adjustment. I think she needs a little bit more than what she's got right now, especially if you look over here at attacker pick rates. Yeah, I mean, what the heck? Like, she's not having a good time. So that's just something to think about. But yeah, something needs to be done about the Thatcher thing. Because, like, why is he even in the freaking game if he's, you know, banned? It makes the ban phase boring. The ban phase should be more interesting than this on attack. Like, this is lame. Defense is actually a little bit more mixed up than I thought it would be. You know, Mira's like not at 90%, but she still gets banned, you know, a fair amount in ranked. So you basically have a toss-up between Mira, Valk, Cade, which kind of makes sense. A lot of people are playing Capkin. A lot of Kyles out there are getting banned because of the rework to Capkin's traps. Interesting. And I ban Azumi because funny meme. Haha. So, yeah. I like that Mira's ban rate has gone down just a tiny amount. And it looks like Valk's ban rate has gone down, too, as a result of not being able to throw cameras outside, which I think was a fair adjustment for her. And she's still a really good operator, as you can tell, okay? Didn't kill her because she's still getting banned 50% of the time. So she's still pretty solid right now. Even if you go up here to the chart, where's Valk at? Yeah, like, see, she's sitting pretty there with Alibi and Thunderbird. Like, Valk's fine. Valk's good. Valk is good, okay? She didn't get destroyed by the nerf. She is still good. She is still a good operator. Okay, so the most controversial aspect here about the designer's notes this time around is the fact that Ubisoft basically extended the LMG thing for another 3 months. We're not going to end up getting a nerf to LMGs until the next patch So the next season in 3 months from now. Um, I think that a good stopgap in the time being would be to take away Finka's LMG, and then she just kind of is stuck with the spear. One of the reasons that people ended up realizing the LMGs are the way they are is because, well, Zofia's assault rifle got completely dumpstered, and that's just a shame. I don't like taking away options from people. It's not even necessarily about taking away options as much as it is they're the alternative is just 100% better in 100% of situations. Like, yeah, there's some people out there that are making Zof's gun work in ranked and casual and limited environments, but from a competitive point of view, there's just no point in running anything but the LMG. So it's it's a little bit frustrating from that aspect because it feels like people that are trying to win have to play this way. And then people get mad whenever you sweat on Finka or you sweat on Zof and, oh god, here's another guy on LMG, what a nerd. And it's like, dude, there's not exactly a lot more than people can do, right? The best entry fragger in the game, Finka, has a 100 round box magazine on a gun with a high zoom scope. I've talked about LMGs in a separate video. You can check out the card at the top right of your screen there. But the thing here that's going to be difficult is that there's pretty much nothing Ubisoft can do. I think it has to be done. I think they kind of have to do the unpopular thing here and just rip the Band-Aid off. I think they need to approach it with what I usually tell them not to do, the we know better than you balancing. This has to be done. Ubisoft needs to stick to their guns because it's correct. The correct thing here is to adjust the LMG situation. It's not a great time, right? It's frustrating for people at a low end to play, and it makes it takes up the bulk of the competitive play as well. Not to say that it's not still enjoyable to watch, but it really just it's not working, dude. You have 100 bullets. These things are not support weapons anymore. They're just assault rifles with 100 bullets. There's nothing that differentiates them from the assault rifles now. Right? And arguably, they're just better assault rifles, and there's no like distinct separation between the different weapon classes. There needs to be a little bit more variety. There needs to be situations where you can run the assault rifle if you want to, right? It shouldn't always be the better option. So yeah, what Ubisoft needs to do here is either a movement nerf or maybe a recoil change of some kind. I'm curious to see what they're going to do 3 months from now. I'm okay with waiting another 3 months. Actually, I just remembered I'm a Jaeger main. No, I'm not okay with waiting for another 3 months, but I'll just deal with it. And when Reddit starts, complaining about it and they go off of the chain, ignore them. Okay? The customer is not always right. Sometimes the customer doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. R/Shitty Rainbow Six is not an authority on game balancing. Sorry about that, but that's just, feel free to get mad at facts, dude. Dude, imagine being mad at facts. Like, imagine looking at 2 + 2 = 4 and getting mad about that. That's just, that's got to be rough. Oh, God. I love being right about the LMG meta right now. I love having the right opinion, dude. It's so awesome. Dude, imagine being wrong. Like, imagine being wrong about something on the internet. God, I love being right. Oh my God. I love being right about LMGs, dude. It's amazing. Yubi, do what you got to do. Ignore r/Shitty Rainbow Six. Okay, that subreddit is literally just L plus no deodorant plus ratio plus cringe. Okay, like we gotta ignore. We just gotta ignore these people sometimes. Ubisoft is adding the functionality to turn off screen shake. This is a huge quality of life change. Yubi, this is a huge W. A lot of the reasons people don't like screen shake is that it takes agency away from the player in terms of gunfighting. Now, of course, the common counter argument to this is going to be something along the lines of a tactical realism sort of thing. If a grenade blows up next to you, it's gonna concuss you a little bit. It's gonna shake you around, and that's a really good point. And the thing about the tactical realism argument, right? A lot of people bring it up for a reason. My main counter argument to the whole tactical realism thing, though, is that I don't care. So crouch walking volume got adjusted. So you can't you're not gonna have the twitch anymore, right? Like crouch walking up white stairs and then just annihilating your entire team. This is cool. I'm okay with this. I don't really like the whole concept of having completely silent movement in Siege to begin with. I always thought that just the fact that there is a slightly muffled sort of sound, right, versus a game where it's just completely silent is very interesting. It's an interesting kind of flavor that Siege has because it means that there's more it means that there's more commitment involved, right? It means that there's more on the line. And it makes your actions more deliberate. So this is overall a really interesting change. I hope it goes onto the live build. And Rat Twitch, I'm sorry. The year of the rat is no more. But it's okay. You still have the F2. Okay, bud? You'll be fine. Anyway, I just got back from the gym. Let's finish up the video. Yeah. So something here that was kind of interesting. There's a bunch of third, secondary weapon options getting added to different operators. Operators that originally lost those options before. In some cases, they're pretty tactical options like Amaru's pocket shotgun. But something you'll notice here is that Glaz is getting a bearing 9, and so is Technica, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if Technica necessarily needs it, but Glaz, you know, he's not getting a PP2000, but it is something. And he's also been changed to a 3-speed. So he's going to have a lot more flexibility, I think, in terms of positioning that a sniper should have, and I think that's a great change. I think it's going to be really, really cool to see. That enhanced movement with the machine pistol is going to be awesome. All right, I'm going to get my actual setup fixed very soon. So until then, guys, deuces, and thanks for watching.